dream is to become a doctor. My name's Alexia. I want to become a dentist. My name is Aliyah Isabel. My dream is to become a princess. My name is Amelia. My dream is to become an artist.
My name is Sean Salas, and I want to be an English teacher.
My name is Joey Cruz, and my dream is to travel the world and experience new things because I want to explore and live my life to its fullest.
Because reading is my passion, and I want to spread that passion to others.
I want to help all the people that are in trouble. Because I want to be pretty. Just to clean the teeth. Because I like to draw.
Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and you're never coming around. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of listening to the sound of my tears. Turn around.
It always reminds me of how I used to be back in the day. And some of them are still transitioning with their empowerment, but it's a beautiful thing to see the transition into that self-awareness. And learning about how important your voice is. So I wanted to become a performer in high school, and I think kind of pushed me towards that goal of loving to sing and act in front of people because I wanted to be accepted. It was tough because I was a gay child in a very religious school run by religious people. I was never really comfortable being myself because constantly you're told that you're wrong in many different ways. Some of the emotional and physical battery that I experienced, the bullying, really made me become introverted at times and afraid to really speak my mind, and that kind of shaped a lot of my fears for the future, of my future.
My parents were divorced since I was little. And then my dad drank more, and then he was a weekend dad. So in my life at that time, it was about trying to deal with him and the drinking because it seemed like the drinking was more important than my brothers and I were.
I was a very shy child. I kept to myself. I was very reserved, very comfortable with just staying in the corner, just staying home. I didn't really like talking to people I didn't know. As a child, I was always interested in helping people. I just didn't know how I would go about doing that.
I was about 14 or 15 years old, and my friend, Darlene Faisen, she brought me to the meeting, and it was the Dededo Drug-Free Organization. And I sat down in that meeting, and I started to feel very comfortable with the people who were there for some reason. The people were so accommodating and so accepting of who I was. And that moment was a defining moment for me. It really turned things around for me. And it made me realize that there are people in this world who are good and care about you and will accept you the way that you are. And that was Youth for Youth.
The group kind of came along at a good time when I needed support and I didn't know I needed support. I learned more about alcohol in the group, and then being able to talk about substance abuse and alcoholism and bring in my own personal experience when I'm doing that workshop, talking about my dad's drinking, made it kind of therapeutic for me.
It wasn't until Youth for Youth when I really was able to come out of my shell. It gave me a stage almost for me to really bloom It was where I really was able to test the waters in prevention without even really understanding what it is I was doing. Until I went to school, I got my master's degree and I was like, oh, okay, this is it. This is what I've been doing my entire life. And it was that moment where I had an epiphany that really solidified what it is I'm doing and my passions.
Over 35 years ago, we founded the Deredo Drug-Free Organization, which is now known as the Youth LIVE organization. And it was a dream that I had about empowering youth, getting them involved as leaders in the field of drug prevention and suicide prevention. The reason why we started a youth leadership program, as a child growing up, I saw and experienced a lot of hardship in terms of personal relationships, family violence. There was a lot of drug use during my high school days. I had friends in high school that died because they were driving drunk and they were using a lot of pills and marijuana. And it was a very difficult time because as a young person, I was already experiencing a lot of loss with family and friends because of substance use.
In case you don't know the history, Gail and I started the Deredo.
Over the years in my career as a prevention specialist, we've always talked about there is a drug problem on Guam. And I really have come to believe more and more that it's not a drug problem, it's a relationship problem, it's a self-esteem problem. Because drug use, I believe, is a symptom of something deeper. If you have low self-esteem, if you've been traumatized as a child, if you feel like you don't belong or is loved in your family, those are the deeper issues that we need to address in prevention. Youth for Youth is about youth influencing other youth.
We try to reach out to our youth around the island to make sure that we have our youth avoid the temptation of substance abuse or drugs, alcohol, and suicide.
In those meetings, I did the main trainings for the kids. I would do workshops for an hour with the kids. I would do like building positive self-esteem, decision making, problem solving, stress and anger management, suicide prevention, substance abuse prevention.
You make a lot of new friends. That's what brings people back the most, is the smiles, the happiness. It just brings these people into this office. We give them different ideas of how to have fun rather than going to the negativity of society.
The experience I had in the Youth for Youth drove me more to wanting to become a counselor. Every time I could be able to relate to my friends, I thought, this is good. I like this. And every year that I did it, I always felt like my skills got better. I was one of the first members in 1988. Interestingly enough, my mom is Gail. She was working in prevention. She and Auntie Bobby had this idea to start up a youth group. And my mom said, I want you to be a part of. And when I first joined it, I was really nervous. I was one of the youngest members. I felt like a little uncomfortable because everyone was older than me and it was very intimidating. And after a while, it really got close real fast. And that's when I started thinking, I was really glad that I joined the group.
As a facilitator, we're there to help lead our family group member.
I just want to reach out to them. I want them to have fun without the use of alcohol, without the use of drugs, and I want them to have positive thoughts rather than negative thoughts such as suicide. There's more to life than trying to end it early.
Every year it's different when I have to do trainings with Youth for Youth, because there's always a new group and there's always new and younger youth, and they always have more to bring to the table.
To begin, I'd just like to explain a little bit about our organization.
When I first started working for Guam Behavioral Health, I was working with the youth. I would invite the kids that I had in my youth group to the Youth for Youth conference so that they could see what the positive side was. You know, instead of always getting in trouble for using drugs and alcohol, they could see what it's like for the youth. I think I get more empowerment out of it, knowing that that can happen, and knowing that they're successful too.
I always felt like I wanted to help people, I just didn't know how. And now I feel like I have a clearer idea of how I want to do that, you know, what my role in the world is. And I think it's doing public health work, you know, doing prevention work and empowering the community to take charge of their health, kind of like what Youth for Youth did, where, you know, they empowered us as youth members to take charge of our health.
Everyone, reset.
I think that everyone should understand that they are special people, that they have something that's worth sharing with the world. And there will be obstacles out there, but there will also be people out there who will help you gain your dream.
Today, when I see the youth get involved, when I see them share openly and honestly about the things they struggle with and the desires to make things better for themselves and their friends, I'm really touched by it.
What I can say is a lot of teamwork and a lot of respect. For as small as we were giants in the community. And it was because of her leadership that helped us do that.
I keep saying that the current prevention team here at the Peace Office are strong, and it's because of them, because of their readiness to just lead and carry on this legacy that we started, 36 years ago, that things will continue to be good for Guam's youth and Guam's families.
If you persevere and you surround yourself with people that you care about and that people that love you and people who support you, there's nothing that you can't accomplish.
Looking back at my 8th grade yearbook and seeing what I wrote about what I wanted to be, I would tell myself, you did it.
I encourage every youth to start somewhere, and my suggestion is to start here.
Really feel like I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't have accomplished all that I've accomplished. I really feel like that all stemmed from my involvement in Youth for Youth, because in them believing in me, I was able to believe in myself.
Chargala.
Hafa Day. My name is Alicia Kelly and I am a proud Youth for Youth member.
Hi everybody, my name is Jennifer and I am a proud Youth for Youth member.
Hi, my name is Kat Rubio and I'm a proud Youth for Youth member.
My name is Michelle Bloss and I'm a proud Youth for Youth member.
Hafa Day. My name is Michelle Sasamoto and I'm a proud member of Youth for Youth Live Guam.
I'm Sammy. I was a member from 94 to around 2001.
Michelle Melendez here.
My name is Sean Rupley and I'm a proud member of Youth for Youth Live Guam.
I am Tessie Lanyada and I am a proud Youth to Youth member.
Hi, my name is Jamie Ranyola. I joined Youth for Youth in 1999.
I'm Noel Rubio, Youth for Youth Live Guam alumnus.
My name is Darlene Feisen Roberto. I live on Guam, and I'm currently an assistant principal at George Washington High School, where they call me Dr. D.
I'm Ernest Ochoco, proud member of Youth for Youth Live Guam.
My name is Joey Cruz, and I'm a proud member of Youth for Youth Live Guam.
I'm Tasha Tidinko, proud member of Youth for Youth Live Guam.
I'm Athena Duenas, and I'm a proud member of Youth for Youth Live Guam.
I'm Jerry Lunard and I'm a proud member of Youth for Youth Live Guam.
I'm Remy Malik and I'm a proud member of Youth for Youth Live Guam.
I'm Peter Cruz. I'm a proud member of Youth for Youth Live Guam.
I'm Gail Osborne, proud co-founder of Youth for Youth Live Guam.
I'm Bobby Benevetti, and I'm a proud co-founder of Youth LIVE Guam.
I am a proud member of Youth LIVE Guam.